Don't have any of this going. It should be. Now, this is another really cool exercise that I kind of fell into the other day talking about something with another student. They were having problems with the form up here. And I said, well, it's the same thing. I said, try this. Just put all 4 fingers on the string comfortably and let them glide like they're on a rail.
Mm-hmm.
Do that on all strings. So you see how the hand should operate in all the areas of the neck. So that when you're going like this, you're not moving like this.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Right? So like when I do that 1, 2, 4 stretch, look.
Wow. I've got to get all the way back to basics again, you know that?
Man, reviewing the basics in hand positions is something every player should do every day as part of their warm-up. I do it. I work on basic hand mechanics every day. It's the first thing I do. Just to get my hands, it's just an opportunity to get my hands warmed up before I get into more whatever. And then, but, you know, yeah. In fact, I warm up with this, focusing on the right hand floating thumb. I do basic stuff there. So actually, the more advanced you get, the more basic stuff you need to keep in touch with. Because everything you do is built on this basic stuff. So if you're not reinforcing that foundation,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
you keep adding more weight and weight and weight on the foundation, unless you make sure that the foundation is strong, man, it's going to collapse.
Yeah, yeah. As it's doing for me now. So you're saying that you put all these 4 strings, you don't necessarily
put all 4 fingers down. Don't worry about fret placement.
Okay.
Just relax, comfortable, just relax spacing like it didn't matter where those fingers were. They're just all in the, none of the joints are collapsed. You got the, neutral position thing. Remember that guy doing the,
mm-hmm.
You should watch that video at least once a week.
Wow. Okay.
Really, I mean, it's that good.
Mm.
About that guy talking about that left hand thing. You cannot let that thing soak in long enough, man, because that's the best left hand video in of all time.
Yeah.
All right. So having that form, and just pretend like your fingers are like the wheels of a train on the rails. They just stay on that rail. It forces the hand to work in a way it's supposed to work. In all areas of the neck.
Okay, let me...
Don't worry about fret placement.
Right.
Just stay on the rail. Don't let it come off the rail. Put pressure, enough pressure where there should be like grooves in your fingers.
Oh, okay.
Let the thumb come out over the neck as it needs to. So you're getting an idea of what your hand should naturally look like in all positions of the neck. Do that on all strings. Keep those fingers on the rail, though. Keep enough pressure to where it's like a train. The weight of the train's making those stay on the rail. They're not coming off.
Jeez.
I stumbled into this exercise actually yesterday talking with a guy. And he was talking about I said, well, I just did this. And I said, well, try this. And then we started doing it. And the more I thought about it, I said, you know what? I need to work on this. This is really good. Because it reminds you of where the left hand should be in any place on the neck. On any string on the neck. Just stay on that rail. Don't spread the fingers out. Again, do not spread the fingers out. Do not worry about fret placement. That is totally irrelevant. Just as relaxed as the fingers need to be. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, it's hard for me to.
Well, if you once you raise your base and get all that stuff sorted out.
Yeah. And you say keep pressure on the string.
Yeah, don't try to, dig holes in the neck or anything, but, just pressure enough like that it forces the fingers to stay on that rail. Like, see, can you see my fingers? Do you see those grooves?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like the rail. It's just staying on the rail. It doesn't come off that. Make sure all the fingers, none of the joints are collapsed, that they're all got the basic claw.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing that left hand, thumb pointing toward the headstock, all that stuff's in play. Neutral position. And as you go up the neck, let the thumb come out over the neck as it needs to, as it wants to.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, like that.
Look at that. Yeah.
See, it'll naturally do what it needs to do. But you got to keep pressure on those fingers. Watch those joints. Make sure the integrity of each joint stays the same.
Mm-hmm. Man.
And see, all this stuff is neutral position stuff. It's where you start. It doesn't mean that you always play this way. You augment as you need to, but you always default to this. Anytime you relax, you come back to that. You stretch as you need to, and then it just when it relaxes, it goes back to that place. Has this default. He called it neutral position. I call it default position. Mm-hmm. That every time it doesn't need to do something, it defaults right back to there.